Brace yourself for a powerful journey through history, where each photo evokes a whirlwind of emotions, from awe to disbelief. Haunting portraits by Dr. Harvey Cushing of brain surgery patients from the early 20th century. These striking portraits by Dr. Harvey Cushing, a pioneering neurosurgeon, offer a glimpse into the early days of brain surgery. Photos that reveal the harsh reality of the 1980s AIDS crisis. These powerful images from the 1980s capture the emotional and physical toll of the AIDS crisis. The photos show individuals grappling with the illness and the fear that surrounded it during its early years. Families and communities were devastated as misinformation and stigma spread rapidly. The eerie image of a headless fat lady in the subway. This strange and unnerving image captures the unsettling sight of a headless woman in the subway, her body seemingly out of place and defying the norms of reality. The mysterious absence of her head adds a sense of surrealism and discomfort, making it a haunting visual that lingers in the mind. A chimney sweep and his young son heading to work in 1929. Berlin. This poignant photo from 1929 shows a chimney sweep and his young son preparing for a long day of work in Berlin. The notorious Bonnie and Clyde, America's infamous outlaw couple. Bonnie and Clyde, the infamous criminal duo of the 1930s, became symbols of rebellion and danger during the Great Depression. Their violent bank heists and run-ins with the law captivated the public, blending a mixture of romance and crime. Despite their notoriety, the tragic end to their life on the run only added to their legend, forever imprinting their names in history as one of America's most notorious criminal pairs. This poignant image captures the solemn remembrance of the war, honoring the countless lives lost in battle. The devastation of the Great War reshaped the world, and this remembrance serves as a tribute to the bravery, sacrifice, and enduring legacy of those who fought. Charming 1980s wedding photos that capture the era's unique style and romantic spirit. These vibrant wedding photos from the 1980s reflect the era's bold fashion and exuberant spirit. With big hairstyles, dramatic gowns, and joyful moments, they offer a nostalgic glimpse into a time of extravagant celebrations and timeless love. When cars had turntables. Photos of the 1950s to 1960s era when vinyl hit the road. These nostalgic images from the 1950s and 1960s showcase the innovative era when cars were equipped with turntables, bringing vinyl music to the open road. This blend of retro style and technology captures the essence of mid-century American culture, where driving and music were inseparable. Rare and intimate photos of Princess Victoria Louise, the only daughter of Kaiser Wilhelm II. These exclusive images of Princess Victoria Louise, daughter of Kaiser Wilhelm II, offer a rare glimpse into the life of a royal figure from the German imperial family. Capturing her grace and poise, they highlight her unique position as the Kaiser's sole daughter during political change in early 20th century Europe. Iconic snapshots of people and their beloved Volkswagen vans from the 1970s to 1980s. These nostalgic images from the 1970s and 1980s celebrate the freedom and adventure of the Volkswagen van culture. Capturing moments of fun, friendship, and road trips, these vans became symbols of a carefree, vibrant era, embodying the spirit of exploration and individuality. Forgotten photos reveal young women's fashion in the late 1980s and early 1990s, rediscovered by chance. These rare, candid photos from the late 1980s and early 1990s capture the distinctive fashion trends of young women during a transformative era. With bold prints, oversized silhouettes, and unique accessories, these images transport us to a time when fashion reflected youthful energy and personal expression. Raw and powerful snapshots of the bar girls of the Vietnam War, capturing unlikely friendships and harsh realities in Saigon. These poignant images from the Vietnam War era reveal the lives of bar girls in Saigon who formed complex relationships with soldiers amid the chaos. Their stories of resilience and survival reflect the difficult realities of war, offering a glimpse into the untold human side of a turbulent time in history. A rare glimpse into the bygone era of French knife grinders working on their stomachs to protect their backs in the 1900s. These fascinating images from the early 1900s show French knife grinders using an unusual technique, working on their stomachs to spare their backs from strain. This method reveals the resourcefulness and dedication of tradespeople during a time when hard labor defined many livelihoods in France. Rare and adorable photos of young Barack Obama from his childhood in the 1960s and 1970 SDOT. These heartwarming photos offer a rare glimpse into the early years of Barack Obama, capturing his childhood in the 1960s and 1970s. From playful moments to family portraits, these images showcase the young boy who would later become one of the most influential figures in modern American history. Dr. Pepper flashbacks. Nostalgic photos from the soda's classic years. These vintage photos take us back to the golden era of Dr. Pepper, capturing the iconic soda's popularity and its cultural impact. From classic advertisements to vintage bottles, these images stir memories of the quirky and refreshing drink that became a beloved American staple. Annette Kellerman, the swimmer arrested in 1907 for daring to wear a one-piece swimsuit. These daring portraits of Annette Kellerman capture the swimmer's boldness in defying societal norms in 1907 by wearing a one-piece swimsuit. Her arrest for this scandalous act highlights the rigid social conventions of the time and her role in challenging gender and fashion boundaries. From unknown to rising star in the 1980s. These rare photos of a young Demi Moore capture the early stages of her meteoric rise to fame in the 1980s. From her striking looks to her undeniable charisma, these images reveal the transformation of a future Hollywood icon who would soon dominate the big screen. Shocking reality of post-war Leningrad, candid photos of a city struggling to reclaim life, 1945 to 1950. These raw, candid photos from post-war Leningrad capture a city in ruins, yet filled with resilience. Taken between 1945 and 1950, they reveal the harsh realities of rebuilding after the devastation of World War II, showing the indomitable spirit of a people fighting to revive their city from the ashes of war. Shocking style of women who owned the go-go boots trend with bold confidence in the 1960s to 1970s. These vintage photos from the 1960s and 1970s showcase the bold women who rocked the iconic go-go boots, redefining fashion with confidence. As a symbol of the era's rebellious spirit, these women embodied a new sense of freedom, merging youthful energy with a daring fashion statement that still resonates today. The forgotten stadium of Magnesia, revealed through dramatic before and after excavation photos. These striking before and after photos show the dramatic excavation of the lost Stadium of Magnesia, once a grand venue of ancient sports. The images capture the shocking contrast between its buried remains and the awe-inspiring rediscovery, shedding light on a hidden piece of history long forgotten beneath the earth. The Sunset Limited's glamorous 1950s journey on the Southern Pacific Railroad. These captivating photos from the 1950s capture the opulence of traveling aboard the Sunset Limited, where the Southern Pacific Railroad made train journeys a glamorous affair. With elegant interiors and stylish passengers, these images reveal a bygone era when train travel was a symbol of sophistication and adventure. Unbelievable bond, heartwarming photos from over a century ago showing people and their beloved cats. These charming photos from over 110 years ago capture the timeless connection between people and their feline companions. From cozy moments to playful poses, these images reveal the deep affection and companionship shared with cats long before they became the internet stars of today. Unsettling photos of Chinese prisoners in Canggu and chains from the 19th and 20th centuries. These haunting images from the 19th and 20th centuries depict Chinese prisoners bound in Canggu, punishment collars, and chains, capturing the brutal methods of control and punishment. the photos reflect a dark chapter in history, revealing the human cost of systemic oppression and the harsh realities faced by prisoners during this era. Iconic 1980s teen bedrooms where posters, music, and personal style ruled. These nostalgic photos transport us to the vibrant world of 1980s teenage bedrooms, where walls were plastered with posters of music icons and personal style-defined identities. From vinyl records to neon colors, these spaces reflect the bold, rebellious spirit of a generation immersed in pop culture. The story behind the iconic photo of an unemployed worker with a Social Security tattoo during the Great Depression. This striking image captures an unemployed worker during the Great Depression, marked by a Social Security tattoo on his hand. The tattoo, meant to secure his right to assistance, became a powerful symbol of poverty and the desperate struggle for survival in an era of economic collapse. The photo highlights the harsh realities faced by millions, giving a human face to the historical tragedy. Before earphones, relive the 1980s boombox craze through iconic photos of New York City. These vintage New York City photos from the 1980s capture the boombox craze, where music was blared from oversized speakers in public spaces. The boombox became a symbol of youth culture, freedom, and rebellion, with people proudly carrying their music on their shoulders. The photos offer a snapshot of a time when personal soundtracks filled the streets and music was shared openly with the world. The Lysenko brothers, all 10 served in WW2, and all 10 returned home. The Lysenko brothers' story is a rare testament to resilience and family unity during the Second World War. All 10 brothers served in different branches of the military, facing the horrors of war across various fronts. Against all odds, each brother survived and returned home, making their story one of the most remarkable and heartwarming accounts of the war. Their journey stands as a symbol of family strength and survival in the face of unimaginable adversity. Behind-the-scenes glimpses of Safety Last. These rare behind-the-scenes photos from the iconic silent film Safety Last reveal the daring stunts and creative ingenuity that brought the movie to life. Featuring Harold Lloyd's famous climbing scene, these images show the precision and risks taken to create one of the most thrilling sequences in cinematic history. The photos offer a glimpse into the teamwork and innovation required to pull off such a classic blending humor with suspense. Meet Tinker, England's real-life housekeeping robot from 1966. Tinker the robot, created in 1966, was one of the earliest attempts at a domestic robot in England. Designed to assist with housekeeping tasks, Tinker symbolized the fascination with technology and the potential of robotics in everyday life. These photos capture the ingenuity and ambition of a time when robots were just beginning to enter the realm of possibility, long before they became a household norm. The untold story behind Norman Rockwell's powerful 1964 painting, The Problem We All Live With. Norman Rockwell's 1964 painting, The Problem We All Live With, captures the stark reality of racial segregation during the Civil Rights Movement. Featuring a young African-American girl, Ruby Bridges, walking to school with U.S. Marshals, the image highlights the courage required to confront the institutionalized racism of the time. Behind this iconic painting lies a deeper story of social change, protest, and the fight for equality that Rockwell boldly depicted. Victorian children proudly showing off their favorite toys from the 1890s to 1900s. These delightful snapshots from the late 19th and early 20th centuries capture Victorian children with their beloved toys. From wooden dolls to miniature trains, these toys reflect the era's craftsmanship and the simple joys of childhood. The photos offer a glimpse into the lives of children during a time when imagination and play were cherished, making these images a heartwarming window into the past. 3 young boys diving into the water, carefree and full of excitement. These lively photos capture 3 young boys diving into the water with uncontained joy and energy. Their expressions and fearless leaps reflect the freedom of childhood, a moment of pure fun and adventure. The image serves as a timeless reminder of the thrill and simplicity of youthful moments spent by the water. The incredible story of Perumal Sami, the conjoined twin brothers with one head from Madras. Perumal Sami, a unique individual from Madras, was born as a rare case of conjoined twins sharing a single head. This astonishing medical condition captured global attention, highlighting the remarkable survival and life of the brothers. Their story is a testament to the resilience and strength of those who live with such extraordinary circumstances. Sylvain Dournot's daring 1891 journey from Paris to Moscow on stilts. In 1891, Sylvain Dournot undertook an extraordinary challenge, walking from Paris to Moscow on stilts. This remarkable feat of endurance and courage captured public imagination, showcasing the human spirit's drive to push boundaries. His journey, spanning thousands of miles, not only highlighted his physical endurance, but also his determination to achieve the seemingly impossible. The First World War left deep scars on soldiers, families, and nations. This poignant image captures the solemn remembrance of the war, honoring the countless lives lost in battle. The devastation of the Great War reshaped the world, and this remembrance serves as a tribute to the bravery, sacrifice, and enduring legacy of those who fought. It's a reminder of the heavy toll of war and the importance of preserving peace. Jack and Amelia Layton became known for their unusual connection to a strange vintage doll, which captured public attention for its eerie appearance and the couple's mysterious attachment. This doll, with its unsettling features, stirred curiosity and fear, becoming a symbol of the couple's eccentricity. Their story, marked by the doll's strange presence, adds to the growing intrigue around objects with unsettling histories. A vintage Christmas display featuring poultry outside. This unusual Christmas display from the past showcases poultry arranged outside, reflecting a time when holiday meals were often displayed in the open before being prepared. The image highlights the contrast between modern holiday traditions and the more practical, sometimes grim ways of celebrating the season in earlier times. It's a reminder of how far food presentation and festive customs have evolved over the years. The Battle of Orgreave, which took place during the 1984 UK miners' strike, was a violent confrontation between striking miners and riot police. The images from this day depict the intensity of the clashes, with miners fighting for their livelihoods and police enforcing government policies. The event became a symbol of the fierce struggle between the working class and the state during a time of industrial upheaval in Britain. Cute yet shocking innocence, a bizarre scene of young children observing a newborn in a carton. This unsettling image shows two young white infants curiously observing a newborn placed in a carton. The strange juxtaposition of a fragile new life in a simple, makeshift container evokes a sense of discomfort, highlighting the rawness and sometimes harsh realities of early life. The scene raises questions about care, innocence, and the stark contrasts in the way newborns were once treated and perceived. The Shaved Woman of Chartres is an infamous image from the aftermath of World War II, depicting a woman whose head was shaved as punishment for collaborating with the enemy. This brutal act of public shaming was a common punishment for women accused of fraternizing with German soldiers during the war. The image is a powerful and unsettling reminder of the harsh reprisals faced during the liberation of France and the emotional scars left by wartime betrayal. Amusing vintage snapshots of everyday life in early 20th century America. These vintage photos offer a delightful glimpse into the quirks and charm of daily life in early 20th century America. From playful street scenes to candid moments of family life, they capture the innocence and simplicity of a bygone era. The images reveal a time when life was filled with genuine moments of humor and spontaneity, providing a nostalgic view of how much has changed since then. Vintage photos showcasing the casual yet chic fashion of the 1920s. The 1920s marked a shift toward more relaxed yet stylish clothing. These vintage images capture the essence of the era with flapper dresses, bobbed hairstyles, and dapper suits. Men and women embraced freedom in both their fashion choices and lifestyles, blending sophistication with a touch of rebellion. These photos reflect how 1920s fashion continues to influence modern trends. Creative innovation, how Heineken used beer bottles to help build homes in 1964. In 1964, Heineken launched an unusual initiative to address housing shortages by turning beer bottles into building materials. Their effort to create homes using recycled bottles was part of a larger social experiment, demonstrating how everyday items could be repurposed for construction. The project highlighted the company's unique approach to solving social issues and became a memorable part of Heineken's history. MetaWriter's 1983 software vending machine revolutionized distribution. In 1983, MetaWriter introduced a unique software vending machine, offering a new way to distribute programs directly to customers. This bold step into the future of technology allowed users to purchase software on-site, bypassing traditional retail methods. The machine symbolized an early attempt to modernize software sales, showcasing how the tech industry was evolving even before the widespread use of the internet. Timeless elegance. Discover the vintage glamour of 1890s women's fashion in stunning photos. The 1890s marked an era of opulent fashion, where women's clothing embraced structured silhouettes with corsets, bustles, and lavish fabrics. These vintage photos showcase the sophistication and grace of the period, with women donning elegant gowns, intricate accessories, and extravagant hairstyles. The 1890s was a time of refined beauty, and these images bring to life the glamour of a bygone era. Unbelievable moments, bizarre historical photos that reveal the strange and uncanny past. These bizarre historical photos offer a fascinating glimpse into oddities from history, capturing surreal and unusual moments that seem almost unreal today. From peculiar customs to unexplained events, these images highlight the strange side of the past, challenging our understanding of history. Each photo serves as a reminder of the weird and wonderful stories that often remain hidden in the annals of time. Tragic beauty, the Radium Girls' glowing legacy, and the deadly price they paid for it. The Radium Girls were young women who painted watch dials with radioactive paint in the early 20th century, unknowingly poisoning themselves with the very substance they worked with. While their luminous paint jobs appeared beautiful, the radioactive exposure caused severe health issues, leading to a heartbreaking fight for justice. Their tragic story ultimately played a key role in shaping workplace safety regulations. A timeless tradition, the Schlupfkap, Alsace's iconic headdress captured in vintage photo. The Schlupfkap is a distinctive traditional headdress from Alsace, worn by women in the region. These vintage photos showcase its intricate design and cultural significance, highlighting its role in regional identity and heritage. The headdress, often made of lace and adorned with ribbons, was part of the traditional dress that symbolized the community's pride and craftsmanship. These images preserve the beauty of a bygone era and the enduring traditions of Alsace. Unbelievable and quirky, the man with an 11-foot beard doubled as a home for cats. Louis Coulon became famous for his extraordinary 11-foot beard, which he affectionately used as a cozy nest for his cats. These portraits capture his unique charm and the fascinating oddity of his life, where his beard wasn't just a personal feature, but a testament to his eccentric personality. His unusual choice of housing for his cats became an iconic symbol of individuality and devotion to his furry companions. Frank Carpenter's rare portraits of global life at the turn of the 20th century. Frank Carpenter's rare photos offer an insightful look into the diverse cultures and everyday life across the globe at the turn of the 20th century. These portraits capture the authenticity and uniqueness of people from various regions, offering a window into the traditions, attire, and lifestyles of that time. His work serves as a valuable historical record, preserving moments from a world on the brink of rapid change.